Welcome to another episode of This Week in Wrestling. I'm your host, RTP and ANT NHD. And next to me, my boy John. John, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. Wrestling was kind of mellow this week, though.
Yeah,
A
got
little
a
kind
week
of
off
mellow.
finally.
Yeah, not too much going on. I can't imagine what they're gonna do on SmackDown with an extra hour, like for real. But
I mean, I'm hoping when we get to that time, everything's picked back up
yeah,
because it is so slow. It's going to be like Road to WrestleMania stuff. This was the first SmackDown I watched like on TV. I usually watch it off of Netflix on a VPN. Man, it's so many ads. Like it's damn near
yeah,
unbearable. Like we watched me and my brother behind me playing Switch. We watched fucking 15 minutes of ads in between the Alexa Bliss and Kyrie Sane match. Like it was like ads, Kyrie came out, ads, Alexa came out, ads, and then the match started. I was like, bro, that is ridiculous. But the big thing about this week in wrestling was we know who John Cena's final opponent's gonna be. We
I'm
know it's
happy
gonna
about
be.
it.
Yeah. A lot of people
I'm
were
I'm happy.
unhappy about it online.
I mean, yeah, they kind of like said he's gonna be he wants to face the future of WWE, but Gunther's like 40. Um, but
That's just how wrestling is, though. Like,
with
it's
Gunther's
not.
work style, though, probably gonna be able to work until like for another 10 years, And if we're trying
Yeah,
to build up a Brock Lesnar type character, I can see Gunther winning and just pissing everybody off. Um, Cena probably wants to lose that match. If he
yeah.
wins, it's definitely going to be a Triple H or WWE decision.
Uh,
So I can see them going either way. But if Gunther wins, I'm happy. If Cena wins, I'm happy. What makes a better show? Cena winning.
how do you book both? Like, how would you book a win and how would you book a loss?
Cena, I would have Cena make him tap out to the STFU. I would have him Gunther
Like
straighten
Gunther
him.
tap out?
Yep, Gunther's
Yeah,
gonna.
yeah.
If Cena wins, Gunther's gonna tap. If Gunther wins, Cena's gonna tap.
I don't think Cena taps. I think Cena goes out, and I think
Oh,
it's
you
like
think he'll just go out?
yeah. I think it would be
This is why,
he
like,
never
I can't
he lost
imagine them
without
ending
giving
this.
up. He lost
Like,
without giving up. He
he
just
just,
went out. Yeah,
yeah,
literally, he'd overact and shit. You know how he goes.
just
But
drooling everywhere.
yeah, but I think if Cena wins, we get Super Cena. We get like a triple AA or something like that. Like after like 4 power bombs and 6 sleeper attempts. I'm excited. I don't think LA Knight would have put up a great match with John Cena.
There would have been botches. There would have.
It would have been a fucking stinker, bro. No chemistry between them. Like I just can't. I can't see a world. Now I also think shout out LA Knight. He's one of my favorite characters in wrestling. But this
Yeah.
was Gunther's worst match of the tournament. It really wasn't a. It was a good match. It wasn't like a insane like Solo, Javon, Carmelo, and then you go into this, which is probably like a. It was a good main event, but it wasn't like one of those like unforgettable Gunther matches.
Yeah, I didn't care for it too much.
Uh,
Um, Seeing Gunther go off the top rope is always kind of funny to me. Um,
yeah, because he hits the little splash, bro. He goes off the
like
top
he looks so stiff in the air. It does look like it hurts though. That's the thing. Like I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that. But
uh,
yeah, I don't know. I just didn't really care for the match. I think Gunther does better with he does better with people that are more of a sell. I think LA Knight does a lot of punching and a lot of beating. You
yeah,
know, um, I don't know. I kind of agree with you. It was one of his weaker matches. I had fun though. It was a fun match. The finish was cool. A submission we never seen before.
yeah.
Very Bret Hart vibes of just pulling shit out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Which I love.
Um,
I love that from Gunther. I mean, Gunther genuinely like if you look at straight wrestling in the WWE, it doesn't really get much better than Gunther. Or Ilya. I think those are the two guys, and they're eventually gonna meet on the main roster. Those NXT matches were crazy. Um, but I think I personally am in the camp where Gunther has to beat Cena. I know it would be a better show if Cena won and stuff like that, but I think you build Gunther to be this legend killer, and John Cena's going to be fine. You know, he wants to go out this way. I think if you're going to have Gunther beat in this match versus John Cena, you can't have him lose to John Cena and Jey Uso in the same year. It looks much better if he retires John Cena and Goldberg in the same year.
yeah, and that'll be like his thing, guaranteed.
Yeah. Retire. He's gonna
Um,
retire AJ Styles because I feel like we haven't got that match. Um, I think he retires Punk eventually. I think if Jericho comes back, Gunther's gonna retire him. I could see him retiring Rey Mysterio. Like it's just
that's like
Gunther's,
his shtick. I like it.
yeah, legend retirer. There was a great match on the show though that not talking about Gunther, and that's Ilya versus Carmelo. Man, their chemistry. I can't wait for Melo to win this title. I think he's gonna do it at WrestleMania this year. I think we're gonna
You
push
think
it off
so?
that far. Yeah, but Carmelo Hayes is finally getting over as a babyface. The crowd was so hot for him. It feels like they cared more about him than Ilya. He's just cool, man. He's him. So shout out Melo.
It was a brutal match too. Carmelo has shown that he can wrestle against any style now
Yeah,
with any size guy. He can hang.
yeah,
Main roster Melo, you know. That's what we need. That's what we need. We need him to be a mainstay forever. He needs to be a main Carter too. Like a main eventer, I mean.
yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
want to see him in there.
it felt like you remember when he fought Cody after he was like the number one draft pick. Like that felt like the moment where they should have strapped a rocket to him and they kind of pushed it off, but now it feels like the ball's kind of rolling again. I
Jay
would
got the
love
rocket.
what? Yeah,
Yeah,
Jay
Jay
got
got
the
the
fucking
rocket.
rocket.
Yeah.
I would love hey, we could go the J route with Melo. I would love Melo to win Royal Rumble this year and just throw a fucking wrench in it. You know, and I don't think it would happen. I don't think they would pull the trigger. Especially,
No.
it feels like after WrestleMania last year, they got to play WrestleMania really safe this year, and I don't think Melo's the answer to that. Um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to more Melo. I think the coolest part of the show though was the NXT talk. With now we know it's going to be Oba versus Cody at Saturday night's main event, which I hope Oba just crushes him. I mean,
This might suck, by the way. This might suck so bad.
no way.
No, with the booking. I mean, the booking of this match might suck so bad. That's what I mean. Is that like God, this might fucking suck.
What's
Like
cool is
if Oba just lays down and takes the 3, you
there's
know,
no he wouldn't. I don't think it's gonna happen. There's no like stakes to this match, so I could see Oba beating him if it was like a championship match or canon. But these are very clearly exhibition matches. You know?
yeah, Oba needs to win this.
Yeah,
We got Sol Ruka taking on
Bailey,
yeah, Bailey. That's going to be a good match too.
phenomenal. Yeah,
I'm really excited. Oba needs to whoop Cody.
yeah, yeah. I would love to see. I
I
you
want
got
to
to see
see it
power bomb
so
through the
bad.
table. That's what we need. We need
It's
the
just going
power
to
bomb
end
through
in
the house table.
disqualification. It's an exhibition, and they're not even going to give us a clean finish. But
No
hey,
way.
it'll be good.
I think we're gonna get a clear winner, and I
You
think
think
it's
someone
gonna
from
be over.
NXT is going to come out and mess with it?
I don't think so. I think because John Cena's so involved in this, I think Cena knows. I think Cena's smarter than. And honestly, bro, I'm off of blaming Triple H. I think it's TKO. Like I think TKO is kind of pulling strings and stuff like that and puppeting Triple H a little
Yeah,
bit.
big Dwayne energy. Yeah.
Dwayne energy. So if this is the if this is Cena's involved show, I don't think Cena would let that fly. I think if Cena heard that, he would be pissed or saw something like that, he would be pissed. Um, the highlights from Raw was actually very decent this week. I felt like the solo Gunther match was very good. Dragon Style versus the New Day was very good. The stuff with the Judgment Day, very good with Liv Morgan. I just think we need to kick Finn Balor and JD up out of there and just run Dominic Mysterio and the chicks. I think it'd
I
be
don't know what they're doing with Judgment Day. It was good, but I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But it was
there's
good. I liked it, but it was weird. I don't know what's going on.
what do you, I think it's very clear they're the top female faction right now in wrestling. They're kind of setting that. They're setting up. I think that like women's ladder TLC match that they always do with the men. I see that from a mile away. That's definitely where
I
they're
want to
going.
see Dragon Style and New Day running back. That shit was so good.
Hey, we're getting Dragon Style versus the Vikings next week, which
I just
I
want
think
to
I'm gonna
see
say
New
that.
Day and Dragon Style over and over and
Yeah,
over. That match was great. Those guys can work. That was
fight
so
forever.
good.
Who do they get after the Vikings? Who have they not fought yet? And the Raw. I know the Raw tag team division's drained, but are we missing any
They're
Raw?
probably just going to rematch New Day, honestly, after they get through the Viking Raiders.
Or we get the Creeds return? That's like the
Possible.
only
Strong
Raw tag
possible.
team I could fucking think. That's dead ass crazy. How like I know everyone says it, but that division is so dry. The Alpha Academy, I guess, or
Actually, the video that we're gonna be doing. I was like, I didn't even think about tag teams, honestly.
Really? You know
Yeah,
what would
no,
be
because it's so shitty. But then I'm like, you know what? Actually,
don't put
I'm
them
just
on
it's just a big if Dragon Style's even around by next. You know what I mean?
there. Hey,
Like,
I have your champions on my show, so don't worry about it. I have a good dream match for them, so don't even worry about the tag team division. I don't see. You know what I want, bro? And this is
what do you
like
want?
this is super dream booking down the line, but fuck it, we have a podcast, so we could do this shit. I want to see a faction of the Lucha Bros and Stephanie Vaquer as like a dark luchador faction and not this like we're the LWO. Like I want to
Yeah,
see them just fuck shit up. I feel like Stephanie Vaquer doesn't have to talk. If she's in that group, she would look badass.
and it basically becomes AAA invading WWE.
Yeah, fuck it. You throw Mr. Iguana in there.
Make Penta go heel. He joins the LWO.
Well, this would be a cool heel faction. Like you have the Lucha Bros. This would be a faction that people would want to see with the titles and fight every week. Imagine we got Lucha
Yeah.
Bros versus Dragon Style.
I almost want them to do that with the Vision. Just keep expanding the Vision.
Yeah.
Just
I
like a
mean,
Don Callis family style thing where Paul Heyman is just Papa Heyman and he's just like, I'm just gonna keep bringing people on.
I would not be mad at that. I mean, we're gonna get potentially Theory, which we talked about last week. Um, I would
I'm afraid now that they're just gonna do the boring thing and make it Seth.
don't do that, bro. Don't even say that. Don't say that on the show, bro.
I
Don't
mean, that's kind
save
of
that
what it
for
looks
your
like. We
thoughts.
all
Save that-
saw him. He was walking around without the arm brace. They're all saying like,
It's a swerve, bro. It's a
yeah,
swerve.
Seth was spotted without it. But like sometimes you're just headed straight for the tree and you're just gonna hit the tree and you're like, man, I thought we were gonna move out of the way, and the driver's like, nope, we were
I'm
just going
just
straight for it.
I'm just annoyed that they haven't revealed who it is yet. Like we talked about, this week was a very slow week for wrestling. It felt like this would have been the perfect week for them to reveal it.
That
I
would have
mean,
been such a nice little cherry on top,
yeah,
furthering that story. But nope.
I'm guessing what they're doing is gonna like everyone's supposed to be talking about John Cena's retirement, and then after the retirement, they're gonna go into that storyline, and they're kind of just playing filler. But Braun Breaker cut his best promo of the year this week on Raw.
Some people
Um,
didn't like it. I actually liked it.
I loved it, bro. I thought it was so good. I thought it was amazing. There was definitely cringe parts,
La
but
di da was the worst part about
yeah,
it, but he recovered. He
he
recovered well.
recovered often. Even the best in the world stuff, like it's super easy, but it's all delivery, bro. And that's one of those things where it's like, that's how I
Yeah.
feel about Ilya too. I haven't loved these Ilya, let the pain entertain you, and using all these big words and shit. Like I don't want to hear that.
Hmm.
But let him go out there, let him get the reps, and you can't have Paul Heyman talk for him forever. He's got to learn, and Braun Breaker is gonna be the face of the industry. That shit was fire. Even Logan Paul picking up the mic, his corny ass going, damn, like fuck it.
Dude, that pissed me off though. I was like, if I was, I would have turned around and boom, just
Rocks and shit.
ruined my moment, or like it would have been heat backstage.
You would have hit him with a significant strike.
Yeah, yeah.
If I hit someone with a significant strike, I'm betting on code RTP, baby. Use code RTP on Boom Fantasy to get a risk-free bet up to $100. Hey, John gave you his parlay this weekend, and John's parlay cashed out. So make sure you guys click that link and listen to John, man. You gon' cash out. Believe that. Believe in the shield. Believe in Boom Fantasy. Code RTP. We ball, baby. the most brain rot ad read ever.
That was crazy.
There we go.
I couldn't even predict where you were.
Oh man,
You were bobbing, weaving, slipping, dodging.
Peter Yan.
That little Russian can fucking fight, man.
Hey, we got some AEW to talk about, some NXT again. AEW, it's hard to have a podcast on because it's literally just straight wrestling at this point in the year. Continental Classic is not very storyline driven. But right now, Kyle Fletcher's in the lead of the Gold League, and in the Blue League, it's Takeshita and Claudio. The most interesting stuff this week, I felt like, was Claudio and Mox, obviously. But what I found more interesting in my match of the week this week was Claudio beats Mox and then goes out the next week and loses to Mascara Dorada. I don't know if you saw that, But how the fuck? Like, this is what I love about AEW. And I was explaining this to my brother earlier. When wrestling feels like a show, it's fun. But when
Yeah.
wrestling feels like sports, it's elite. And you have Mascara Dorado go out there and pull up the slick upset that no one really could have predicted. It felt like Claudio was going to run the league after beating Moxley. Nah. We got a little luchador from Mexico who's going to put the pin on you in a banger match of the week for sure for me.
I really liked Mox versus Claudio. I liked the somehow I knew somehow some way Mox was gonna bleed. I was like, it's gonna happen.
For sure.
And then it happens like I didn't even know when it happened because he was getting spun around. And all of a sudden I'm like, was it just just the force of his head getting spun around? It just started bleeding spontaneously. I don't
Did
know,
you see
but
the picture of him getting spun and he sticks the middle fingers up?
yeah, both.
Oh
It's
my
so
god,
good.
so classic. So classic.
Daniel
Oh,
Bryan was a little bit on the nose with the commentary of it all of like
killed it.
he was like, Mox was the leader because none of us could beat him. But so far, so I don't know what that means for and I don't know. I think I really like Daniel Bryan on commentary. He's so good.
I think it's clear where we're going with the Death Riders. And I guess this is kind of overreacting. But I don't see a clear storyline for Moxley after they kick him out. He's gonna figure it out because he's genuinely like the best wrestler in the world, I think, especially when it comes to navigating storylines and stuff like that. But I have no clue where he goes. Like he's definitely gonna go solo, probably go for the world title again. But it's gonna be the whole you beat me with the Death Riders. Can you beat me without them storyline? Probably. Um,
He's
but
probably
yeah,
gonna take some time off, maybe grow his hair back. I don't know.
come back to WWE. No, I don't ever want to see him in a WWE ring again. I think his style for AEW is so perfect. It's just keep putting out the bangers,
He'd be
Mox.
neutered no matter what. No matter how you cut it, he'd be neutered in WWE. No matter what. Unless for some reason they start doing the rated R, rated X gore stuff, which they don't do. They won't do.
He'll join El Grande Americano.
No, he'll be
El,
the next El Grande Americano.
El Bulldog. It's
He'll
just
somehow
terrible.
bleed through the mask.
Fuck it. Hey, if that's the case, I'm with it. Fuck it. Let's do it. The bit of news for the Continental Classic. Darby Allin suffered an injury this week, so he's going to be out of action. And now they're replacing him with Jungle Jack Perry. Either way, doesn't really matter. They're going to both end up losing a lot of matches anyway. But
Yeah, same. It's literally a perfect substitution. That's hilarious. It's a
But that
perfect
Darby match was
substitution.
so good, man. That first one with Kevin Knight, their book Kevin Knight just this is so good for Kevin Knight. It feels like where he's just rubbing off as a star. Even this week, he fought Kyle Fletcher on Dynamite. Fucking amazing match. Really amazing
I
match.
wonder if the injury is a shoot or not. I don't know.
It looked like it because he was in like too much hospital shit going on, bro. He had the neck brace on and all that. He's just Darby Allin's so funny, man. He could have another big return though. It's just crazy how much him climbing Mount Everest derailed his wrestling career. Like, go do the biggest thing you could possibly do as a human, you know? But he was on pace to be the world champion at All In. He was supposed to be the one to beat Moxley. Did you know that? Like, as far as
I
that's where
didn't.
the storyline was going, and then he decided to climb Mount Everest.
It's like I've got to do this.
Yeah, bro. It's like,
Guys,
oh,
I've got to do this.
I'm crazy.
You just committed to that shit. So
Fuck it. We're having fun today.
should I drop the 32 ounces of this on me right?
Don't even unscrew it. Just drop it on your head. Outdo me. That was really
I'll
it
go
for
up blade
AEW.
right now.
Fuck it. Run the blade. Run the blade. NXT had the Iron Survivor, which I'm
Just
a huge
carries
fan of.
on like that.
What? It's
No,
normal.
I love
I'm
it.
crazy. I'm crazy. It's normal. I'm playing.
Oh God.
NXT had the Iron Survivor. It was good matches, very underwhelming. I would recommend tuning in and watching Kendall Gray though. Kendall Gray is going to be the future of NXT women's wrestling. She's wrestled like 25 matches in her career, and they pulled the trigger on her winning the Iron Survivor already. Um, it was pretty cool seeing that. She's from Evolve, so she's under NXT, and they had her come up for this match and then win this match. Like that just shows you what they're kind of building down there.
Spreading the wealth a little bit. I like it.
And then Javon Evans is gonna fight Oba January 6th, I think. So the right before the Royal Rumble. So I'm guessing Javon Evans wins the title and we get Oba in the Royal Rumble.
Hopefully,
That's where I'm at with that. And
one
then
one could hope, right?
Tony D'Angelo returns, and that was cool too because that's a guy I like a lot. I think he's a great wrestler, and he's kind of not this Italian character anymore. But that was kind of it. The pay per view was good, but it just wasn't what I wanted. We did get some out of the ring news, so run the out of the ring news segment. Netflix just bought Warner Brothers, meaning HBO Max is coming to Netflix, meaning AEW is coming to Netflix, meaning AEW is on the same platform WWE is on. John, how you feel? You think the Forbidden Door has a chance of being open now?
Not a chance for a little while. But I mean, it's gonna change the structure of things for sure. You know,
Yeah,
Raw is like I honestly I don't know. I don't know. Are they gonna keep HBO open and just run both, or are they gonna consolidate to one app? You know what I mean? Or what if that means AEW has to leave HBO?
that's what I want, so that I
What
don't
if
have to keep paying
HBO
for
is
pay per view.
like HBO's like, nah, we don't actually want to keep you, or Netflix is like, we don't want to keep you. We got WWE, so AEW's got to go. They just get paid out of their
Oh,
contract.
that would be interesting. My whole thing is I want AEW to be fine. I would love for them to go on Netflix because then you don't have to pay for the pay per views anymore.
I have a
Because Netflix doesn't
feeling.
do that.
I have a feeling WWE eventually will go to Paramount if it works out with UFC, since TKO and everyone, or they'll all end up in one spot. But I don't know. I really don't know which way this is all going to go.
Well, WWE, I think, or UFC only went to Paramount because Netflix doesn't want to run paid pay per views. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, or something like that. And I don't know how it's going to work on Paramount, but it feels like now they're going to be free. But I know that was a big thing with Netflix where they didn't want to do that.
$120, yeah.
Yeah, so
Just a subscription.
interesting. It's interesting. I think a couple other things in the news. I don't want to end with Nikki Bella, so I'll go here. Nikki Bella, there's a lot of rumors right now of her being a manager down the line. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I don't mind it. I really
Me,
don't. People get like shoot upset about Nikki Bella being there. She was like, she's just like a reality, all this different stuff. I'm like, I don't know. She gets heat easier than almost anybody else on the roster right now.
yeah.
Like she got immediate heat and people bought into it. I even thought that she might beat Stephanie. So yeah, I like it. Why not? Why not keep her around to be a manager? Maybe do a few bumps here and there. Ball in, MVP it up.
I would love for her to join that Julia Kiana James group. I think that'd be fun. Like
Or maybe she'll be the voice for Lash Legend and Nia
eh,
Jax.
maybe I
They
could see
they
throw her
don't
some
seem to
heat.
have any clear direction right now.
Just don't have her be a face. I think that's all I ask.
Yeah.
Don't no face, Nikki Bella. The last thing, John Cena wanted to work every date. Reportedly, he said he wanted to work every date they had, and they said they only need him for 36 days. Triple H is a terrorist and he needs to be stopped. Triple H is a terrorist and he needs to be stopped. Triple H is a terrorist and he needs to be stopped. What do you think about this?
I don't know. He makes a really good argument for CTE being like need like in wrestling unions and stuff like that with this type of decision making. Um, it shows me that like prime for prime, Vince McMahon clears Triple H.
Yeah,
I mean, like you could have given us even like 30 more dates, 60 dates, 70 dates, and that would have been like such a gift. But like he only gave us such a limited amount. I understand create scarcity, so when you get something, it's like incredible. But I don't know. That was really sad.
it works because like John Cena on pay per view this week felt phenomenal. I mean, this year there wasn't a lot of misses from John Cena, and we'll actually be talking about that next week. Um, But as far as like week to week shows go, it really felt like WWE lacked this year, and they could have used John Cena at least on every episode of Raw or every episode of SmackDown.
Yeah.
But instead, they decide,
Even had a legit run at the IC title. Maybe he did another US Open challenge, you know what I mean? Like, imagine
yeah,
him being, like, a mid-card title holder and just had it. If he had the IC title, like, maybe him and Dom could have had a legit feud, you know? Imagine all the little mid-card feuds that you can't justify being on the main event of pay-per-views. Like,
he should
we
have
could have
ran.
had Cena and Ilya too. Like, imagine, like, all those other things
We
that we could have
missed
had that would have been incredible.
Cena Braun is something we should have got. Drew McIntyre, LA Knight. There's a lot. Yeah, I mean, we almost missed out on Cena AJ Styles. You know, like we were really close. That was just thrown together because Twitter got mad. We missed on a lot of John Cena, and that's because of I'm not gonna say Triple H. I'm gonna say TKO because TKO. I feel like the fall off came when TKO took over.
Yeah, the Netflix era weirdly was, like, the start of the end.
Start of the end. Hey, but this is the end of the end. This is the end of our episode in This Week in Wrestling. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Hey, comment down below if they made the right decision with Gunther. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow. John, anything else you want to say, brother?
No, sir. Hope next week has a little more action, man. I want some interesting stuff to happen. We'll have a lot to talk about though after Saturday night's main event.
For sure. I mean, next week we're gonna have something. Next week I might be in tears, but anyway, we out. I lost the mouse.